So as I was like writing down the title, I was kind of continuing with that energy of like, instead of like God, like you and your twin share like this collective soul, right? That hence like why it's always that push pull, always the yin yang, always the thing. But since you've kind of like liberated yourself from that dynamic, or you are liberating yourself from that dynamic, I feel like you're about to like walk with God or something, right? This energy's been coming up. I feel like you're very much in this process, collective. Some of you might be at the start, some of you might be like literally doing it already, I don't know. But this energy is coming up again for a reason, right? So there's a whole lot of, some of you might be liberating yourself from some kind of like I want to say a financial issue as well because of this consciousness, but it doesn't feel as small as a financial issue. This feels more like 3D needs, like you're liberating yourself from some kind of need to work or need to like do something to survive. Like you're releasing the need for survival or some shit like that. And temperance, yeah, you're like walking with God, okay? Like fuck the gods even. Like you're walking with a great spirit, okay? A lot of you might have experienced this, like I remember doing months ago a reading on like being welcomed into the council of the gods, and I feel like you might have experienced it, but then you were like, nah, like this ain't it. I like, and I feel like that was actually a test, because I feel like it's quite interesting, because if like the way I experience this whole dynamic is, if you look at the actual like the gods, like the archetypes, you know, the beings of nature, of certain things, etc., the gods that people used to worship, it's almost like they're at some kind of like, in some kind of way, like a teenager level spiritually, whereas the great spirit is the all-encompassing everythingness. So I feel like you even graduated some kind of test of like keeping yourself in some kind of weird pantheon dynamic, if you get what I'm saying. So it's kind of like you don't want to, it's not that you don't want to share, but it's kind of like you don't even want to like mingle your energy with the other gods or the other higher beings, because it's like you saw that even as some kind of weird cagey system and shit like that. So this is quite interesting. Seven of Pentacles reversed, you were like, no, this is not it. And I keep hearing like rejecting this pantheon, like rejecting this offer or some shit, rejecting the offer from this like higher group. I'm hearing you can't though, like, but I feel like the reason you can't reject this is because even though you might exclude yourself or seclude yourself, you already reached some kind of like consciousness level. Like everything you peeped you can't unsee, like you never go down a level, you know, like every level you go upwards is just like another layer of the previous level. So it feels sometimes like you're going downwards or something like that, but like you already attained this like godlike consciousness. But I don't know, for some reason, or this immortal like consciousness, but for some reason you rejecting this might actually lead to you walking with the actual great spirit, because this wasn't the final destination, this wasn't the final layer, and I'm hearing it never is. But I mean, I feel like you saw that if you were to stay in this like specific weird dynamic, weird consistent like reinvestment with other consciousnesses, it would have kept you stagnant anyway. So I feel like you decided to release your god duties or something. I don't know what the fuck. This might have happened in a previous lifetime. I don't know what, but like this is what I'm getting here, okay? The Queen of Swords reverse, the King of Swords reverse. Yeah, like this, you might have been the Prince of Cups reverse. I'm telling you, it's strength. You're like, no, it's okay, I'm good. Like for some of you, this might have not even been a pantheon. For some of you, you might very strongly resonate with both feminine and masculine energy, you know, and like we all have this, but you might very strongly resonate with the Christ consciousness. So you might have actually met certain aspects of God, Goddess, right? And they were like initiating you into this like pantheon of themselves, you know? Look at this, because like everything is them anyway or some shit, and you were just like, no, it's okay, I'll just go by myself and like do the thing myself, I guess. This is very strange energy. So it's kind of like the child leaving spiritual home and being like, I'm not going to be a part of this whole weird, like, spiritual incestuous thing. What the fuck? So I feel like, listen, I feel like these were only aspects of God, goddess, of masculine, feminine, okay? It wasn't necessarily the whole picture because you are that whole picture anyway. But I feel like, once again, you rejecting this, like, divine offer, because there's nothing wrong with it. I just feel like it's not resonating with your energy, like specifically your heart space fully. Like something about this dynamic was very strange to you, about these like gods or these spirits or these this higher realm couple or some shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Something was just a little bit off and like not in resonance with your spirit. And so I feel like you're about to take some kind of spiritual swift action. I feel like you might not know how you're going to be doing this because currently you might feel like you're stuck in the system, but you're about to take some kind of swift action to liberate yourself from this dynamic, from this like it's almost in a sense like you're liberating yourself from God, you know, like at least that you're liberating yourself from the aspect of God that put you here, or that like kept you here, or that like taught you shit here, or some shit like that, okay? So this might be very intense because I feel like collective, a lot of you might be going through some kind of weird spiritual energy where you're like, Jesus, I'm rejecting something, like I rejected something big here, or like I am letting go of some kind of like big consciousness or big divine offer. But like truly in reality, this thing, this layer that was shown to you was some kind of like facade test. It seems really good spiritually and emotionally, but it's really just like puppets or some shit like that. It's like plays, like you're still not free here or some shit like that, okay? And so you're still moving towards like absolute liberation. Thanks so much, collective. That was your thing. Bye.